So, good afternoon, people. Today we have a very special guest with us, Dr. Shilpa Bhalerao, ma'am. Hi, ma'am.
Hello,
We are
ma'am.
very honored to have you.
Thank
She
you.
has been a valuable educator at Acropolis Institute, Indore, and have a 20 plus year of experience with her. You have inspired many students, and they are very honored to have you here. So, we have some questions for you. So we request you to answer it very honestly. So first of all, what inspired you to work in the field of education and student development?
Actually, when I completed my degree and post education, that time I have not decided to go into the teaching. But first opportunity come for the teaching. That time there is no placement and all these things. We need to search, send the resume to the offices, and then we get the opportunity. So once I started teaching, I saw the enthusiasm in the students, and I saw that I will be always young if I teach the student, and I'm contributing to the nation. And every time you are a learner, if you go into the development or coding, that time we have the Java programming, COBOL programming, mainframe programming. So you will be a expert of a particular language or a domain only. But if you are a teacher, you need to learn all the language, all the domain, and have the knowledge of at least 4 to 5 domains. So diversity in the field, you are connected with the youth, and you are contributing to the nation. So that time I have decided I wanted to be teacher in my whole career.
Very inspiring. Second, you have worked in both software consulting and academics. Which one do you find more hard? I would say.
As a teacher, it is difficult because you need to address all the class of at least 50 to 60 students. So you have to be honest and you have a deep knowledge of that particular subject. But if you are working as a coder or analyst, whatever the mistakes you are doing, that is known to you only, you're not other team. But if you are teaching wrong concept to the students, it will be known to your students also, and you feel guilty. You are not doing justice with your job. So representing in front of student, you should be presentable, your topic should be understandable. So I think teaching is more difficult job.
True that. Your PhD is in agile software development. What attracted you to this field?
Truly, when you go for the PhD, you need to identify the topics in which domain you want to do. So I have searched the topic on algorithms also. I have searched topic on my interested in agile software development basically. So I searched the topic on software engineering also, and I have selected 2 topics: algorithm, random algorithm. That time was the new topic and related to the agile software development. That time my guide told me कि you need to whenever you do the research, it should be quantifiable. It should be not like it should take 10 to 5 or 8 to 10 years, because random algorithm you will search, you will go, and it is difficult to verify that, because in the circumstances in Indore we don't have that GPUs or infrastructure to go for the algorithms in the details. So go with the problem which can be completed within a duration, which should be verifiable, and it should be complete within a time, so you can take the advantage of it also. So that is why I have selected agile software development. It was a very new topic. 2002 it was introduced, and by 2006 I have started my PhD. That time it was treated as a cowboy coding, means whatever comes you do it and complete it. It is not a structured method. So my topic is to define the framework for the agile software development as well as its cost estimation. So related to agile, and I have verified, I have connected to the agile group also, and I have verified and validated my research also through the software development companies.
Wow. Do you think traditional learning methods are enough for today's competitive world? Why or why not?
Traditional earning method you told, the
No.
software
Traditional learning method.
traditional learning method, I think we should be adaptable. I think traditional learning method is always there, but to supplement that with latest knowledge, you need to adapt online learning, online platforms, and from there you grow. Basics are always required. So fundamental learning, traditional learning with a teacher is always necessary, because it not only involves the knowledge, it involves the relation with the student, it involves the emotion with the students. But when you go to the online learning, teachers are not available, they are not focusing on you, so you get the mentors also when you follow the traditional learning. So I prefer the blending of teaching traditional method, one to one faculty members, and the classroom teaching along with online teaching platform.
Correct. What's the biggest challenge in teaching today's generation you have faced?
There's no challenge in teaching new generation. The only thing is, I have a teaching experience of the students who are very obedient, hard workers, and follow the instruction as they are given. But now the generation, this is like this, they are not following the instruction. They they need the logic. Why do we follow the instruction? So they are more curious, so we need to address, while giving the instruction, we need to address the point why I am giving you this instruction. That is important. So everything should be logical. Second thing, I feel that patience is little bit less. This generation is the real generation. They want everything in 2 minutes Maggie or 2-minute reels. That is required. You have to be smart, but patience is required for gaining something. So I urge this generation that you have to work hard, work smart, but have a little bit patience for the success.
As a part of this generation, I agree. Then, one final piece of advice for young learners preparing for the future.
For the project,
For the future, preparing
for the futures. Don't see the future, learn the things, because world is changing like anything. Every 3 months you will be getting the new technology, new software. So whatever you learn, it will be there. But you need to clear your fundamental. You work as a software engineer, I prefer you should learn data structure, DBMS thoroughly. Whatever other things are changing, you will adapt it. Nothing is the problem. AI is there, adapt the changes and follow it.
Okay. Last question, ma'am. Funniest moments with your student life along this long career.
Finest moment, there are
Funniest
too many.
moment.
Funniest moment you are asking. Funniest moment is, if you say, one of our student in MCA, he used to eat that gutka and all. So when I joined the college and I saw that he smell aa gaya. So one day he came to the college, and I think I with my colleague met him and direct उसको बोला, I want to check your jabs. जेब चेक की, उसके गुटके निकाले और फेंका. तो he was so embarrassed and thing. And after completing MCA, he met us and he told us that he is working with the software development. The day you have checked my jab and pockets and all, from that day I have stopped eating gupta. Another funniest moment I want to share, that one of my student is from Bihar. He was in Medicaps. I was talking about Ecopolis student, and he was in Medicaps with me, and he is from very poor family, means they don't have light at their home also, and he used to say variable. Instead of variable, he used to say variable. So everybody was laughing, but in each class I asked him a question so that he should get the confidence. And at the end, I'm very happy to share his appointment. He was not got placed in 21 companies, but in 23rd company he got placed, just because of his pronunciation is not clear, but it was Oracle. So the student, if you are working hard, definitely you are going to get a good future in your life.
The credit goes to you as well.
Not us. We teach all 60 students. Out of 60, 5 or 10 students do well and they are connected to us. So it depends on the recipient also, how much they are getting. For us, in first day of the class, all 60 students are the same. but the end of the class only 10 to 15 students who are working hard and can understand. That is our achievement, and that is we are contributing to the nation as
एज वी नो कि आपको 20 ईयर का एक्सपीरियंस है, आपने मल्टीपल स्टूडेंट्स को फेस करा होगा।
25 के ऊपर।
तो मैं ये जानना चाहता हूँ कि कोई स्टूडेंट जो फेस कर रहा है डाउनफॉल अभी और वो चाहता है कि 2026 में जो इतनी मल्टीपल टेक्नोलॉजीज आ रही हैं और भी चीज़ें हो रही हैं पर वो उसको फेस नहीं कर पा रहा, तो उसके लिए आप क्या कहना चाहोगे? क्या वो ऐसा करे कि वो बूस्टअप हो जाए, अगर कैसे खुद को मोटिवेट कर सके?
मेरे को ऐसा लगता है कि जिस चीज़ में उसको इंटरेस्ट है, जिस भी टेक्नोलॉजी में इंटरेस्ट है, जो भी उसको अच्छा लग रहा है, उसी टेक्नोलॉजी को वो पेनिट्रेट करे। आप इसका एक एग्जांपल देती हूँ। आप यदि एक जगह मतलब आप क्या करोगे, 10 टेक्नोलॉजी आई है, 10 जगह खड्डा खोदेंगे हम, पानी आ रहा है कि नहीं बोरिंग के लिए, तो आप क्या कर पाओगे? 10 फीट 10 फीट 10 फीट 10 फीट खोद पाओगे। बट इफ यू आर इंटरेस्टेड इन अ पर्टिकुलर टेक्नोलॉजी लाइक डीप लर्निंग में यू वांट टू गो फर्दर, और ट्रांसफॉर्मर यू वांट टू लर्न, यू जस्ट पेनिट्रेट ऑन दैट ओनली। तो 10 फीट खोल के 100 फीट नीचे चले जाओगे ना, अपने आप यू विल बिकम द एक्सपर्ट एंड यू विल लर्न। नो टेक्नोलॉजी इज गोइंग टू डाई। द ओनली थिंग यू नीड टू वर्क to customize according to your requirement. So there is no need to learn all these things. For engineering student, I want to tell, second year explore all the domains. From third year, fix one domain, in which domain you want to work, and get expertise in that domain. All the project do in that domain only.
तो जैसे अगर आपको किसी को बताना हो कि 3 टिप्स में वो बूस्टअप कर सकता है, तो वो 3 पॉइंट्स से क्या होंगे आपके अकॉर्डिंग?
Sit calmly, identify which subject is attracting me. किसको करने में मुझे मज़ा आ रहा है, जिसको पढ़ते हुए मुझे बोर नहीं लग रहा है, उस सब्जेक्ट को पकड़ें, उस सब्जेक्ट के फंडामेंटल क्लियर करें और उसी में आगे देखें कि कौन से सॉफ्टवेयर चल रहे हैं, क्या चल रहे हैं टूल, और उसी में एक्सपर्टाइज करें। अभी क्या होता है, आपको कोई बोलता है क्लाउड कर लो, AWS क्लाउड कर लो, आप AWS क्लाउड सर्टिफिकेशन कर लो। आपको कोई बोलता है साइबर सिक्योरिटी में चले जाओ, आप साइबर सिक्योरिटी में जाने का सोच लो, तो आपको कुछ भी नहीं सीखते आ रहा है। बेटर ये है कि जो बेसिक चीज़ें हैं आज की तारीख में जो बच्चे को आना चाहिए, मुझे लगता है क्लाउड आना चाहिए, डीप लर्निंग फंडामेंटल्स आना चाहिए, DBMS और डेटा स्ट्रक्चर्स। उसके बाद बाकी सब चीज़ें आप अपने आप कर लोगे, कुछ भी करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है।
थैंक यू सो मच।